Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, the first Tuesday in 2025. It is 7:35 a.m. Pacific, and yeah, you see this. You see the image on the screen, and obviously you see the title. And I know some people might feel like they see this and they're like, again, really. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've talked about, first of all, the Sledgehammer music video and everything else associated with it since about 2010. Looking back at the history here on my YouTube channel, I talked about the Play DVD, that has a lot of the music videos and special features. I have two copies of it, actually. The one that you see in the review, and then another copy somewhere. Well, I actually have, the copy I have, the newer copy I have, the clamshell one, if you will, is over here next to my other DVDs, and then the other one I think is somewhere behind me in some other DVDs as well. I have both of them where I can reach them if I want them. But but with that said, I've again talked about this. I've reviewed it. The DVD set, and did a cartoon edition on the music video Sledgehammer and stuff. But one of the things I've been talking about most of all, and believe it or not, I've been talking about this since about 2012, 2013. So about for the past 12 to 13 years, almost 13 years, I've been talking about this. And that is the fact, and once again, that is what this video audio is about. That I truly believe the timing is here. The timing is now. I did a audio vid. I did a vid back in August of last year where I talked about the fact that with AI, around, that basically the opportunity for a female artist or anybody in that, for that matter, to want to do a straight up, well, I wouldn't say straight up, but basically almost a very scene by scene remake of Peter Gabriel's '86 Sledgehammer music video. With AI, on the rise, the opportunity is now there. And to me, this is why I still firmly believe, and I have believed this for the past 12 to 13 years, and I have seen, and I know I'm not the only one, I have seen evidence that there are female artists, established and up and coming, that have actually, in recent years, in the past decade, if not recent years, who have gone out of the way to make some of the music videos claymation, stop motion, pixelization, animated, and in those kind of genres, they've been able to throw in a little bit of a homage to iconic moments, scenes, if you will, imagery from Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. I have seen it. I know people listening and watching this have seen it, and you guys know who I'm talking about. But to me, I think the most obvious opportunity is to do a straight up, remake of the music video. And I'm not talking, do the song. If you want to remake the song, that's fine. You want to cover the song, that's fine. But I truly believe the opportunity, if you will, to do a music video that is scene for scene, a remake, if you will, a redoing of Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer to that female artist, female singer's own music, own song. I think the opportunity is there. I truly believe the opportunity is there, and no one can tell me otherwise. I mean, you look around, and you have, artists nowadays like Billie Eilish. You have F.K. Twigs, who was in the Crow movie, who, believe it or not, I think behind the scenes actually was a producer or a director for the film. And we know how creative she can be, just based on her videos, and I think some of the imagery we saw in The Crow. And you got her, you got Borak, if you will. You got her. So you have a lot of, and you have many others. Some that are up and coming. And some internationally that are established and up and coming. You know, you have all these artists out there, female singers, artists, if you will, that I truly believe that with the right opportunity, presented to them. I'm trying to find the right word to say. It's early. Like I said, it's about 7:40 a.m. Pacific right now. But with the right opportunity presented in front of them, I believe they could do a very respectable, very tributing, if that's a word, remake of Sledgehammer. I do. Now, I did a video back in, 2010, I believe. I did a video back in 2010, I believe. I'm going to double check here. I think I did it in 2010, where I talked about, no, it was 2013. It was January 7th of 2013. And I talked about, the video, Keep Your Eyes on the Road, as the Sledgehammer of this generation. Now, obviously, it was a tribute to the Sledgehammer music video, but the band, the lead singer in his band, the lead singer anyway, did their own take on Sledgehammer. They didn't do it, like with the same materials, like the fruit and the same kind of claymation scenes and all that. No, but they did their own homage. They did their own tributing to the Sledgehammer video, and Gabriel liked it. He did. He totally liked it. So to me, it's like, okay, if you have a band like that, and and the lead singer, and the lead singer basically doing their own take, on the Sledgehammer music video to their own song with their own interpretation, then why can't anybody else? Why can't anybody else that's up and coming or established do the same? Whether they're, North American or international, why can't they do the same? And I think they can. There's an artist in Japan. Very well beloved artist who's very creative. And I think her name's KB something. It starts with a K. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. But she's very creative. And I think, and she has shown it on occasions, that she's the kind of person that, just like those I mentioned earlier, could really do a Sledgehammer-like music video for any of her songs. Period. I truly believe that. Let me get some coffee here for a second. But I truly believe that. I truly do. And again, to me, it's just like you need the right opportunity. And when you look at the fact that, as I said before back in August, that we are in a moment now to where you have AI on the rise, and you have outlets available to the public like Kling, Sora, Google VO2. You have Luma Labs. You have Pixverse. You have Halo U AI. You have Pika Labs. You have Runaway. You have video.net. You have all these outlets, all these opportunities, and others, out there, that allow you to take what you put into a prompt, text-wise or image-wise. You put it into and you add a prompt to it. You type up a description of what the image is and what you want to see the image, the individual, whatever it is in the image do. We are in an age now to where, you have the access to make that happen. Just by the prompt, just by doing text to prompt or image to prompt with a prompt, or image to video, I should say, and text to video. Again, it's early. I do apologize. It's 7:45 now. But like I said, you have we're in this technology now towards image to video, text to video, and all you have to do is add in a prompt of what the actions are going to be. We are in that time frame now. We are in that time frame, and I don't think there's another better opportunity to go with than to try it, to try and basically to capitalize on that situation. We also have to be reminded too. A lot of, as we have seen, with all kinds of entertainment media in the past few years, we are in anniversary mode now. Last year we celebrated the anniversary of Transformers and several other animated and live action shows and movies. Because of the debut in 1984, and then being and now this, and then 2024 being 40 years later. Excuse me. It went through different generations, 40 years worth of generations, if you know what I mean. 4 decades. As crazy as that sounds. Yeah, 4 decades. 20s. Well, actually not 4 decades, but what am I talking about? But yeah, basically 40 years. Over 40 years. So let's see. 80s is a decade, 90s, 2000s, 2000. Yeah, 4 decades. 4 decades, if you will. I don't know why, when you watch AEW Collision, why, Adam Copeland told Chris Jericho they were wrestling for 4 decades. I guess he was counting more like the 90s, 2000, 2010s, and 20s. Whatever the case may be. But anyway, point I'm getting at. Point. 84, anything that was out in 84 got celebrated with the 40th anniversary last year. This year, same thing's going to be. Same thing's going to be for anything released in 85. Anything released in 85 is going to get talked about here as a 40th anniversary, whether it's good or bad. Next year, Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer and his So album, which the song emanated from, will be celebrating 40 years. That's right, 40 years. That you're going to be, it's going to be 40 years since Sledgehammer came out next year. Now, some might count this year as the start of the celebration, and that might happen. We don't know yet. Maybe some news will come out with that later this year. But next year, 2026, will mark 40 years since it came out. And you can't tell me they won't, do something for it. You can't tell me they won't, because they will. They'll do something for the So album, and they're going to do something for the video. Because this video, if you will, put Peter Gabriel, as a solo artist, as a creative genius, in a way, on the map. It did. You could say, well, he had other videos and everything too. Yeah, he did. He had Shock the Monkey and all that. I do agree with that. But it wasn't until the So album came out, it wasn't until this video that was basically for this song that was on the So album came out, that Peter Gabriel, as a solo artist, basically distancing himself from his time with Genesis, basically put him on the map. It put him on the map like, here's a guy that was part of this band, very iconic band, with Peter Collins, and, alongside Peter Collins, I should say, and now here he is, striking off on his own. He had some subtle solo hits, I should say, in the early 80s, but here we are in the mid-80s, and then boom, off to the races we go. And he tried to follow that up with Big Time, and that was creative as well. Don't get me wrong. And he tried to find that same magic in the 90s, in the early 90s with Steam. Didn't work out as well as he would like. But basically, he hit that stride. He hit that class ceiling and broke through it with this video, with this album. So you can't tell me that this year we won't hear some kind of an announcement celebrating 40 years of the So album and 40 years of Sledgehammer. You can't tell me we won't, because we will. And to me, the timing couldn't be better. The timing couldn't be better for some artist, female artist, singer, to go out there and do the own take, do the own homage, if you will, do the own homage to or homage, if you will, homage, whatever you call it, homage. You know, the time couldn't be better for a female singer artist, established or up and coming, international or Western bound. The timing couldn't be better for them to do their own take on the Sledgehammer music video to their own song, or even doing their own cover of the song Sledgehammer. The timing couldn't be better, and you guys listening to this here on YouTube and on my various podcast affiliates, you can't, or on Rumble and all that, you can't tell me that I don't have a point on that. You can't tell me that I don't have a point, because I do. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. There's a lot of creative artists, male and female, that have come out and have basically, as you know, like I mentioned earlier, have come out and basically in their own way thanked Peter Gabriel for his creative genius and ingenuity and innovativeness with the Sledgehammer music video. You know, a lot of them have, in their own way, have come out and thanked him by including in their own videos, whether it's claymation, stop motion, pixelization, you name it, by adding into their own videos some kind of scene reminiscing of Sledgehammer. You can't tell me that that hasn't happened, because it has. And the timing to me couldn't be better for basically a female artist, singer, because everybody has said, and I'm going on record because I've said it too, females are a lot more, I guess you could say creatively more mindset, or more creatively, I guess you could say innovative than males. A lot more creative, creatively innovative than males. So to me, you can't tell me that a female singer, artist, can't come up with their own way to do, the homage to Sledgehammer with their own song in a music video, straight up scene by scene, or even do their own cover of Sledgehammer accompanied with a music video. You can't tell me they don't have those kind of chops, because they do. More so than a man does it. I'm not ashamed to say that. But, yeah, once again, as I've been saying for the past 12 to 13 years, I truly believe, and this is just me, I truly believe the time is now. The time is here. We got, the technology needed now through AI. The technology is here. The time is now for female artist / singer, international or Western based, I should say, international or Western based, up and coming or established. The time is now for them to make this happen, because to me, we're entering the 40th anniversary of the song and of the album. I couldn't think of a better time and place. And I don't think anybody, like I said, like I've been saying, I should say, throughout this, I don't think anybody watching or listening would disagree. I don't think anybody would. Let me get some coffee here for a second. Again, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. Because, if you're an up-and-coming artist, singer, Western-based or international-based, and you want something that's going to put you on the map, doing a straight-up homage to Sledgehammer, to the Sledgehammer music video, to your own song, or to a cover of the song, I firmly believe will get you on the map. It'll get people talking, especially if you do it in time for the 40th anniversary. But, that's just me. That's just me, guys. But anyway, though, I wanted to just come on here, and once again, as I do once or twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, I wanted to come out and, basically give my thoughts as to why I believe the time is now for a female artist, Western-bound, international-based, or Western-based, international-based, up-and-coming or established. Well, I think the time is now. I truly believe the time is now for it to happen, especially with the technology we got through AI and with the 40th anniversary on the horizon. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Comment down below, like the video, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel, click on the links to find me elsewhere here on the internet. Also, check me out at deviantart.com, at bvw1979, inkbunny.net, at bwrosas, Teespring store link is, on the bottom as well. Get yourself some merchandise you can't get anywhere else. But yeah, guys, give me your thoughts on what I've had to say here. Love to hear your opinions. Who do you think artistically, female-wise, internationally, or Western-based, up-and-coming or established, do you think could do an homage to the Sledgehammer music video, to their own song, or even to a cover of the Sledgehammer song in the future, especially with the 40th anniversary approaching and with the AI technology we have now? Let me know, and until then, I am out.